In a world covered by endless water, people are forced to eke out a living on the small patches of land that remain above the sea. The people of this world rely on ancient technology driven by quantum refractors, a powerful energy source. These refractors lie in ancient ruins underground and in the sea, and are sought out by explorers called diggers. These brave explorers are the sole source of refractor energy, which has become a cornerstone of the emerging civilization. Originally, this was the diggers' only purpose, to find refractors so that civilization might endure. However, over the years, the story of a fabulous treasure, the legendary Mother Lode, began to be whispered among the diggers. The Mother Lode, a treasure so great that if it were discovered, it would provide so much power that the world never need fear running out of energy. Seeking this Mother Lode, diggers travel from one island to another in their flying machines, ever hoping that they'll find what they seek just over the horizon. Hope, despair, charity, greed, duty, power. Who can say what truly motivates the diggers?
Hello and welcome into Mega Man 64. So this is a game that's known by a couple different names. The two common ones are Mega Man 64 and Mega Man Legends, which are essentially the same game. There's a couple differences based on the console performance of what it was released on. So like just small little differences. This was the version that I grew up with, and I play my N64 a lot more than my PlayStation, and this just happens to be the one I've got. So, oh, gonna skip past that cutscene. So, anyways, so we're gonna start a new game and cut back when the cutscene stops.
Mega Man! Mega Man! Can you hear me?
Just barely. The transmission isn't too clear.
I got worried because the transmission got cut off suddenly.
I'm okay. I think this is the last door. Whoa! It's still active. The reactor's still running.
Great! What about the refractor?
It's here. It's a big one, too.
All right, now maybe we can finally get some money. Be careful.
Everything's all right here.
Don't count your chickens yet. I'm picking something up on my screen. Looks like a reaver bot. You'd better get out of there. Come on.
Right. If you see anything, let me know. Here we go!
Okay, so now that we're done with the exciting Indiana Jones-like intro,
There should be a reaver bot
I'm
around
likely
this
gonna just kind of skip past
Can you see it?
most of the beginning stuff because this is all just basic tutorial stuff.
You should be able to take it down with your...
So yeah, it's gonna have a lot of instructions like pressing the Z and R buttons will let me lock on, and B button to use my buster. Now the only problem is when you're locked on, you don't move. Oh, he blew himself up. Oh. So yeah, these are Reaver bots. I believe they come in various shapes and forms, but they're largely
Turn
just
right there.
classed as Reaver bots. They're not too big of a deal. The one thing with this game is the controls are a little bit clunky and a little bit hard to get used to. So, as you can see, I'm turning on the spot. That's actually the control stick sideways in each direction, and strafing with movement is done with the Z and R buttons. So, you kind of really have to be able to multitask your fingers really well with this game in order to try and stay alive. But it does make the game fun, but frustrating to learn. So anybody who's just finding or picking up this game for the first time would really probably not enjoy learning it. But once you get used to it, it's not so bad. But just gonna go past the door that we actually need to go through, because just like any dungeon crawler, like there's goodies and stuff to find out of the way. So, and of course Mega Man is no different. So a lot of the combat you'll notice, and it'll be really apparent right from the end of this first area, is that it's really just all about circle strafing and shooting when you get an opportunity. There's a couple enemies that are a little bit different. They've got their different mechanics, things like that, just like you would expect in any game, but it's largely the same basic principle. So as long as you can get used to that, you shouldn't have too many problems getting through a lot of the game. Oh, yep. And I'm already screwing this up. Again, I'm no master at this game. It's just a fun game I remember playing as a kid. And this probably won't be a 100% playthrough. I do intend to collect and find as much as I can, just like exploring any game. But for it to be a 100% complete playthrough, that's not what I'm going to be doing with this game. It's not a very long game, but I definitely I don't have the gumption to go through every little nook and cranny of this game. There's lots of very complete playthroughs that you can look up. This one's just a casual playthrough, so there we go. Oh. So these, for anybody who's not aware, these little colored crystals that I'm picking up are they're the currency. So obviously the more of that we get, the better. And the little orange cubes are life replenishment. So here we've got a buster part, and this will help increase our basic buster. And the way we do that is we go into buster parts, pick one slot, and attach it. So now we'll do a little bit extra damage. There's an attachment that'll allow you to get a third buster part, but for now we just have two. So any little bit will help. And learning how to balance and like combine those buster parts to get what you need from them is really the what's going to help you out the most. You get special weapons that have their own ammunition supply. That's the indicator on the right. But your buster gun's infinite, and the better range and attack and other things that you can do can really help out in the right situation. Some battles you'll need it to have more range, some of it you'll want them to be able to fire faster, so it's just about tinkering and figuring out what works best for you. But yeah, this is the whole boss battle. I believe it's called a Hanmaru doll, I think is what this thing's called, but very basic enemy, and that's kind of what you deal with most enemies. So, yeah, very anticlimactic boss battle. Oh. Not quite done with him.
Look at that sky. Relax, I have to say it after being underground for so long. I wonder where Roll went. No way.
Oh, he mad.
See ya. Hold on.
And there we go with Roll to save the day. The one thing that I like about the cutscenes in this game is they really do give you a pretty good feel for the I guess like the just kind of the environment and just like how things are. So that is one cool thing that I do like about how they've constructed the cutscenes, especially because there are quite a few of them in this game.
Phew. Nice timing, Roll.
Anytime, Mega Man. I'm sorry, Mega Man. I had some engine problems, and
It's okay, Roll. But I'm glad you showed up when you did.
all's well that ends well, right? And we were able to get a refractor. We should be able to get by with that for a while. If only the mother lode were as easy to find as this.
Don't worry. We'll find it someday. And your parents, too.
Thanks. I know we will.
Oh, the engine's overheating. The smoke's so thick I can barely see.
What? I guess the flutter's in worse shape than I thought.
Bro, this number 5 meters is going crazy. She can't take much more of this.
Gramps, can you open up the number 11 valve again?
Got it.
We'd better find some place to set down. Mega Man, check the map.
There's an island called Kattleox about 100 miles southwest.
Good. Yeah.
I can't do much more by myself down here. Can somebody give me a hand?
Sorry, Gramps, but my hands are a little full right now. Ooh, I see it. Plant O. Come on, hold together. Just a little bit more. Hold on. I'm taking her down.
Right. Like we made it. This looks pretty bad. I don't think it'll be safe to set foot in here for quite a while.
We've been pushing her so hard. Haven't been taking good enough care of her. We'll just have to fix her up.
Looks like the repairs aren't going to be finished anytime soon. We'll be here for a while, I guess. This island, what do you call it, Mega Man? Kattleox? Must have a town or a city somewhere. Think you could go take a look around?
Okay, so now that we've crash landed on Kattleox Island and kind of need to figure out how to get the flutter up and running, we're gonna go try and find town. Okay, so yeah, apparently we got the attention of the authorities, so might as well go see what they want from us.
Ah, Mega Man! The police saw us crash land and came to check up on us.
Well, you certainly put on quite a show. But it looks like everyone's all right. Let me welcome you to Kattleox Island. Now, I'd like to ask one of you to come with me to the station.
We need you to fill out some immigration forms so you can get your registration and ID card. You can't enter the city without one.
Don't worry. It won't take very long. While you're waiting, you can spend your time in the shopping arcade next to the city. You don't need an ID card to get in there.
Are you ready to go, Professor?
Okay, so Gramps goes off with the police to go file all the paperwork and everything for us to be here, so that's kind of nice. I don't like paperwork. I like shooting stuff. That's why I like playing as Mega Man. So basically all we have to do is just take a quick trip towards town. Oh, good old clunky controls. So you can't get into the whole city, but you can get into this first area, which is the Apple Market. There's a little bit of stuff to check out in here. Not going to go through a whole lot of it, just because it's just basic dialogue and things like that. But there are a few goodies that we can come find in here. And you just want to check containers. That one's empty. I believe that's the only empty container in here. But yeah, so we got 20 zenny. That's not really much of anything, but it's better than nothing. And outside of the parts shop, we got another refractor shard for 100 zenny, so, you know, a little extra cash. The electronic goods store, I think this is the one where you get an upgrade part. Yeah, broken cleaner. So, for your special weapons, you kind of have to craft them. So, you've got to find the parts and then take them to Roll, and then she'll make a new special buster for you. And here we have a can. And you got to try and get it into either the garbage pail or into, I believe, the bakery. I think is the one you want to try and aim for. And if you kick it back there, then you'll get 1,000 zenny, and then it'll say don't litter. If you do that enough times, though, you'll become like bad Mega Man, and your armor starts to turn a really dark shade. So yeah, just something to note on that. But kicking that can get a little bit tedious and annoying. It just kind of flies off however it wants to, even if you try your best. But I guess it could be like a little entertaining to do for a little bit, and then you move on. But the place we need to go into is the junk shop. And this is how we'll keep moving forward. Parts for your ship? I'm sorry, but my husband's out on a dig right now. You know what a dig is, right? It's where you go underground, looking for old machine parts. I wonder what's taking him so long. Hey, little blue boy, would you be willing to go find him for me? Sure, why not? Probably find him somewhere near the entrance. He's really just a big coward, you see, so I don't think he's gone too far in. So, yeah, that's our introduction to kind of our first little quest on the main storyline. And yeah, I think that's basically all the extra side stuff. Again, you can go through these areas and find like little bits of dialogue and stuff, but I don't think anything that really helps move you forward at all. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come out the south gate, and before we go into those ruins that we passed on the way in, I'm going to save up a data, and this is where we're going to cut off the episode. I figure that's long enough with the cutscenes included and everything. So when we do come back, we will go into the ruins searching for the part shop lady's husband in the ruins. So thank you so much for checking out the video. The support is always hugely appreciated. If you did like the video, don't forget to drop a like. If you really liked it and want to see the rest of this series as it does come out, don't forget to subscribe on your way over to your next video. And until the next one, thank you. and all the best.